everyone, welcome to the penultimate video in this series from Rita Berman's Europa book, and we have 3 fish to colour today, which I'm rather looking forward to, I have to say. Now, I'm a bit rubbish at colouring fish in the sense that I tend to always use the same colours, and I'm going to do that today, or else you might be disappointed. I'm going to start with a orange fish, like a goldfish. Yes. So, sorry, I can't stop getting hysterical. Right, so we're going to start with the dark cadmium orange and do some parts of the fish, and then we'll use some lighter oranges as well. So I'm just sharpening. This is Polychromos, by the way. If you don't have Polychromos, I do have some conversion charts for other brands of pencil. So they might be useful in my Ko-fi shop, all free to download. I'm trying to think which ones I've got, but I'm not sure. I definitely got Prismas, Prismas and Polys. Not sure which others. But anyway, there are some there if you need them to help you. I'm not going to do those loopy bits. I'm sort of fading this towards the end of the tail, so I'm going to put a few more layers around this top bit and just sort of fade it off a bit. There we go. Don't think I need any more dark bits. I'm going to leave that. Let's go to our next one, a bit lighter. This is the orange glaze. Just going to sharpen it. I'm still going to do darker areas, so I'm thinking let's start with these little loopy bits, and I might just fade them towards the middle a little bit if I can. I'm quite excited. You might notice I've just received a parcel in the post, and it's some freebies that I've been sent by someone. Giving it all away here. What should we say? Manufacturer. I can hear a sound like a bee. I'm not sure what it is, but never mind. I don't think it's a bee. So yes, a pencil and colouring book manufacturer, producer, I don't know what the right word is, have sent me both a colouring book and a set of pencils. I don't know, I'm going to let you guess. It's very exciting. They did contact me, so I knew it was coming, to say would I like them. Oh yes please. Cadmium orange. So I will be doing a video with a, I'm going to make them lighter towards the middle of these. I'll be doing a flip through of the book and a try out of the pencils and a thorough look at them all at some point very soon. When I finish this recording this series, I shall record those videos. But I might have decided that I might move these videos to a morning, but I'm not sure yet. I will have a think. It doesn't really matter. By the time you watch this, I'd have probably already done the unboxing videos, because I tend to prioritise them a little bit. My last colour on this fish is going to be the dark chrome yellow. Gosh, it's so sunny today. It's I've got the blind shut because it is so sunny, and yeah, it's still coming all over, the sprinkling little bits of sunlight on the desk, but fortunately not on the book. With these, I think I'm going to make them a little bit darker near the edge and lighter to the middle. I don't know if it's really going to show up because it's a yellow. Yes, it's sunny, but I think it after today it's going to return to our usual spring weather. You know, rain. Typical British weather. I was sort of hoping it might dry out a bit, because a neighbour said to me, I just realised I'm very squiffy and not in very closely, that you get rats in houses when the water is high, so their houses are covered in water, and their riverbank houses are covered in water. So I was hoping it might dry out a bit. This is blue violet. I'm going to start with the darkest colour again and do the tail. But unfortunately, it's not going to be dry for long enough, I don't think, for it to do that, which is a shame, because I'm still hearing the pesky things. Husband opened the garage this morning to have a look, and there were no droppings, no smell. He blocked up a hole with some paper, thinking, you know, if they're trying to cut out, it might sort of push it out, so you might be able to see, but I'm not convinced that that's where they are, to be honest. I don't know where they are, but I just don't think it's there. But pest control's coming again in a few days. He might have some ideas, I don't know. Right, I am now on mauve. My purples are getting quite short, and I'm going to do these spots. I'm not sure if the noise I can hear is my solar panel inverter because it's sunny, it's working hard, or whether it's someone mowing a lawn or strimming or hedge cutting outside. It's that sort of buzzy, summer buzzy noise that you hear, that maybe in some countries where it's always warm you hear it all the time, but here we don't. You hear it on hot days, hot dry days. Now, I think I'm going to use this colour for here, slightly fade towards the middle. I'm really enjoying this page. I haven't done a page like this in Rita for a while. It's good fun, having all the little pieces to complete. Oh, I've got an itchy head, I need to wash my hair. This is purple violet. I'm struggling to get used to my new hair washing regime. It's getting better. The first week that I did it, my hairdresser said you should only wash your hair once a week, at the most twice, and I was like, what? I do it every day. I love washing my hair. I love the clean scalp feeling, wet scalp, all that. It's lovely. But so I've been leaving it. The first week my scalp got so itchy I had to wash it in the midweek, and I didn't know whether it's because I left the conditioner on, which was a technique you could use. So the next week I rinsed the conditioner out and it wasn't quite so itchy, but this week I left it in and it's only got itchy today. I'm going to wash it tomorrow anyway. It's been nearly a week, so I think it might just be me getting used to it, really. But we'll see how it goes on. But I think I always used to want a hairstyle that you didn't have to style, that you didn't have to do anything with. But now with what I've got, I do have to do a bit of styling, but because I'm not washing it, it takes just as long, if not a little bit less time. So it's all good. Right, my last colour is violet. And we're going to do the head and body. Now here I'm going to colour over the mauve circles because it's too difficult otherwise. I'm going to try and make it a little bit darker top and bottom. Getting more used to colouring fish. Never used to know what to do with them. Now I realise it doesn't matter. Just do what you want. Making fish look realistic is tricky. I've never really seen anyone do that, so it's interesting. Maybe I should have a go, I don't know. But it depends how they're drawn, really, I think, as well, as to whether you feel like you want to do them in a sort of more realistic way. Now this last one, I quite fancy doing pink. I don't know why. So I am going to, which shades? We'll go with the, we'll go with the middle purple pink first. I can hear my dryer's finished. I have to go and fiddle with it, really. Oh, middle purple pink, and I'll do the fins and tail, which I did, as before, in the very darkest shade. I do try and fade them off a little bit towards the tip of the fins, but because the areas are quite small, it's it's that easy to see. Plus I want enough down so you can see that it's the darker colour. Yeah, I'm trying to think about what I've got planned for this weekend. My son's going to be streaming soon, which is why I popped back in here to do a bit more recording, and I was excited about doing my book, but determined to get this finished first. Makes a little bit more sense to me then when I'm, this is the fuchsia, when I'm editing, if I haven't got odd bits and pieces of different videos and stuff going on. And I'll be editing this afternoon, no doubt. There we go. Actually I'm tempted to do this bit. I don't know why. Just felt like I wanted to do it a bit darker. There we go. Then we have, what's our next colour? I think this is the next darkest, the light purple pink. And I'm going to do these sort of panning here. I'm going to sort of lock it in. Wondering whether to do the centre of these. I think I will. And then these. Not sure about this tail bit. Just do it striped. No. Now it is time for the pink madder lake. Let's start with the face. I'll try and fade it a fair bit here if I can. Still quite a intense colour really, just so that you can see that it's different to the colours that are here already. So I'm not putting it on too heavily. Just want it a bit darker at the bottom and the top though. Same here. Just put down a light layer. A bit darker here and here. Now I purposely didn't do a blue because the water is going to be... we've got so much blue going on this page, but never mind. I'm going to use this light cobalt turquoise for the water. We might have used it for our water on our ship page. I think that's a ferry, you know. I don't know, might be wrong. So this is just a even colour. Yeah, I was thinking about a job, so tomorrow I'll have to do the ironing. I usually do that straight after breakfast. Then clean throughout, depending. I sometimes get help, it just depends. Children help if they're not studying, but I know they'll be studying tomorrow. Husband, he depends what he's got going on. He sometimes helps, he sometimes gets sort of his head into a particular job that he wants to get done, so I'll have to see. But I just methodically work through it all and get it done. And I often think, you know, the family don't really care, to be honest, if things are dirty or clean, apart from the kitchen. So, you know, if I'm the one that wants it clean and tidy, then I'm the one that needs to sort of get on and do it, really. I have the same attitude in the street. If the sort of path out the front of the house and by nearby parking spaces gets really weedy, it really annoys me. And I think, well, it's not, they might not care, the people who live in those houses near, you know, that sort of thing. So it's up to me. If I want it weeded, I need to weed it. You know, because to them it's probably just a parking space. They can't see it from where they live, and also they might just be absolutely shattered when they come in from work, too tired to pick up some weeds. And also, you know, they might be busy, they might not notice, etc. So I think I've got the problem, so I need to sort it out by weeding, you know. I used to sometimes spray a bit of weed killer down, but I don't tend to do that now. I just tend to pick the weeds out. well, I have to be careful because now some of my neighbours got animals, so you know it's obviously not ideal to be spraying around, so I don't anymore. There didn't used to be any animals around. Now I'm going to use the light phthalo green. I'm going to go back over that blue to make it look a little more greenish, bluish, turquoise-ish. And because it's such a big area, I feel that it benefits from a couple of layers. And if you do them in different colours, you get a bit of bluey green, which I think is quite attractive. It also looks a little bit different from all the blue that we've got going on. We've got all the blue. Or we've got blue behind the cockerel, blue behind the houses, blue behind the bowl. You know, quite a lot. So if we make this one slightly greeny blue, it definitely looks more turquoisey. So it looks a bit different. Now you'll notice I'm colouring right over those bubbles. That's fine because I've got a pen. I'm going to do a little bit of work with it in a minute. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do white, what I'm going to do silver and what I'm going to do gold. But I shall start thinking about it now. I think the bubbles will probably look best with white, so I think that's what I'll stick to. I might use some gold on the fish because I think gold will go with those three colours that I've picked. And then I might do some silver dots in the corner of the background like we've done in a lot of the others. I think that's probably what I'll do once I finish this. Now in the corners here we do have these little dotted areas which indicates that maybe they should be a little bit darker. So I'm just having a think about what colour I might put into those corners just to darken them. I'm thinking I'm going to go for a turquoisey blue rather than a green. I think this one might work. This is the cobalt turquoise. And I'm just going to put a little bit here. I don't want it too hard. Just a little tad to darken it. My sun started streaming. And yeah, he's going to be streaming a lot more, he said, during the holidays. He finishes sort of late May. So I think he said 4 times a week rather than twice a week. And he wants to start making some, can't speak, making some shorts videos. I think I'm going to start with the fish, my gold. So let's have a little, oh, just threw the lid on the floor. Hang on a minute. Oh, there it is. Hang on a minute. Nope. No, I found a pencil that I thought I'd lost, but I didn't find the lid. I shall look for it after. Okay, so here's the gold. And I am going to do these bits on the tail. There we go. My other son said he wanted to do some Twitch streaming, I think. And stuff, so that's good as well. I think it's good for them to stream. You know, I have to put that aside. I haven't got the lid. Oh, but I need to do the others. I'm not thinking. I'm going to do this one here. I'm not sort of going to go over every line. Just some here and there. You can do every one if you would rather. It's up to you. I just want to do a few touches of gold. I quite fancy doing that. Yeah, I'm going to do these lines. Yeah, I think he says he thinks it's helped his confidence and doing lives. You know, you have to speak to people. And he's got very chattery lately. I think uni has helped too. I'm hoping he'll do the same for his brother as well. So Uni's brother doesn't really talk to anyone, but as my husband said, they're all computery people, you know, doing computing, and they're probably all a bit quiet. Silver. So I'm going to do the silver in the corners, just dotting. So he says, you know, probably none of them talk to each other very much. But he also said, my husband, that it took him a bit longer to sort of get his confidence. He didn't do it in uni. Here's my white for my bubbles. I am literally just going to go over the black. So yeah, we'll see. I'm sure it'll come. I know some people are always quieter than others. He isn't dead quiet here, you know, he does talk. He likes a good debate. Where sometimes talk a bit of politics or a bit of dilemmas, or you know, my other sons was going, oh, if you could have, would you take £100,000 if you could definitely have it, or 75% chance of getting $1 million, or things like that. I think he gets these off Reddit. You know, and I'm like, I'm not a risk taker. I'm completely risk averse. I would always take whatever was the 100% chance. I would not want to risk losing it. I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously you're not, it's something that was never yours, so not really losing it, but I wouldn't take any risk. That's just how I am. My husband's a bit more of a risk taker. And so we balance each other out. There we go. So I'm going to go now and look for my pen lid. I hope it hasn't jumped in my bag under the desk, which is full of stuff. Ooh. Anyway, I shall have a hunt for it in a minute and go and crawl on the floor. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a really lovely day, and please come and join me tomorrow for the final one. But in the meantime, if you could please like, subscribe and comment, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and happy colouring.